right, we're back. Happy Easter week. All right. The Wiseguyz show is here live in our studio, our sit-down studio. As you can see, sitting down right now is our first guest of the evening is Chef Ryan Vargo's in the house tonight.
What's up, Chef?
Just in time. Welcome to the Wiseguyz show.
Thank you guys for having me.
We just we had a little technical difficulties, but we started a little late. But we're on live, so you just made
in time.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Just this, we're going to go with the first part of the show. You're welcome to join in with everything, but
absolutely, I'm going to just sit here and commentate with you guys.
You're going to have a ball.
I'm a wise guy myself.
Yeah.
Let's start busting balls.
Right. Well,
Napoli done.
Let me introduce.
Mangia e tutti stati.
Bravo. Well, let me introduce everybody in the show. Obviously, everybody new on Instagram who's following us now, and our friends and our Facebook members and all that. Sitting across from me is none other than Jumpin' Gennaro's in the house. Yeah. And next to Jumpin' Gennaro's, our official caterer, Ray the Caterer's in the house. Next to the caterer, you look at this guy. He doesn't know what he's like. Ducks in his hand. The Chicken Man of Alcatraz. All right. And next to the Chicken Man, none other than Mini Peter Rockstar. This is the real deal right here. This is the real Mini Peter. All right, and next to Mini Peter is the guy who opened up for Jerry Seinfeld not too long ago. Mickey Voices is in the house.
Right to the moon, Alice.
And Mateo, Michael Jumpin' Gennaro's son's in the house. Jumpin' Gennaro, Mateo. Mateo's in the house. His Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, rintra casa stanotte.
Gennaro thought I was Portuguese today.
Buona Pasqua, the Casadello week, the panettone.
Well, Mamma Mia wants to talk to you later about the Casadilla week. Go ahead,
no?
All right.
Freddie, stai suonando,
She thought I was Portuguese.
I was stressing out over the technical problems. But
hey, Chef Ryan, real quick.
Miserable.
If you're here, who's cooking?
Well, I kind of tried to have somebody help me cook out. I think I made a lot of sauces. And then I might have to pick up the phone and tell somebody how to cook something.
And the more important question, wait, did you bring any food?
Oh, wait, no, you have the whole made in
All right, good. That's what I like to hear.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
This should be here first.
And he can make a zuppa de besh, let me tell you.
Hey.
And that's what we say. Mangia e tutti stati. Shut up and eat.
That's it.
Hey, shut up in your face. Where the fuck's Biagio?
Where is Biagio?
Biagio is away right now on a business job, and he couldn't make it.
He worked for the CIA.
But he's listening. He's listening. He's got
Biagio! Good evening, Earthflame.
That's right. Missing is Italian singing sensation, Biagio.
No, boo-boo.
That's right. This is the Wiseguyz show, made in Staten Island special with the chef, the master chef Ryan Vargo, the executive chef of Pizza Nostra at 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa, New Jersey. Give them a call. Mob Wives, Karen Gravano and Ramona Rizzo, the owners and your hosts. Call them at 201-657-1400 for some amazing pizza.
Uno, due, tre,
All right.
If you don't call them, they'll call you.
That's right.
If not, I guys that just won the Culinary Fight Club on the Food Network.
Yes!
Congrats!
Bravo, 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 bravo.
Are we your first interview?
From not the first one.
All right, good.
Shut up, the bitch.
But you're the best one, though. This is the fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Napoli, he said he's from Napoli. Bravo.
You can turn it down a little bit.
A little bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they see your face a little bit. That's okay.
Don't worry.
I thought you wanted us to lower the fucking volume.
So,
don't you know?
But,
I got my nice watch on, chilling.
You cook with
That
that
watch was
too,
up
or
my
no?
ass for 7 years.
Sometimes I like to get the ladies.
Good evening, Jeannie.
When I cook,
That's good.
well, obviously, we want to thank you so much, Master Chef Ryan Vargo. Can I call you Master Chef?
You can call me
Chef. Executive Chef, Master Chef. But I want to also, that we did mention, congratulate Nikki Voices, who played at Gotham Comedy Club, opening up for a surprise to the legend, Jerry Seinfeld. What's up with that?
I'm still blown away by it. I got off the stage. I was going out for a cigarette.
Fucking ducks are out of control.
What's the matter?
Don't rub it.
I want to hold the chicken, man.
Anyway,
Send it over here, man.
bring him over there.
All right, Nick. So what happened?
Chicken man brought ducks is shitting on the
ducks are all
flag.
over
That's
the
not
place.
good.
Oh my God! It's growing. It's moving like a banana. Whoa! Roll.
You never know what you're going to get on the Wiseguyz show. You
Yeah, he
never know.
doesn't want to know me because I might cook him.
Right. That's why you think I
That's a
brought him.
surprise. We got a kitchen and downstairs.
Oh boy.
I didn't know these ducks do tricks and roll over and shit.
Oh, you don't know?
Well, I do want to
Happy
mention.
Easter, everyone.
I do want to mention coming on at 9 o'clock though. We do have the some of the Made in Staten Island people. Karen Seabrook will be coming in. Joining her will be Paulie Fusco and CP Christian Patterson and Denny Augustine. So they'll be joining us at 9 o'clock, and we're looking.
And they're on their way with some good food.
Yeah,
More food?
Yeah,
Oh, I got a chicken marsala pie. We got a vodka pie. We got
Si
a
mangia sto
regular
notte
pie.
buono, cazzo.
We're about to move these eggs out of the way and eat.
Mangiamo, cowboy.
Exactly.
But well, I do want to mention though today in Times Square, our last guest, Chris Lucas, was at Top Disney in Times Square today, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the New Amsterdam Theater. Chris Lucas, author of the Top Disney book, was out there. His name, his book, everything was all over Times
He's had a
Square.
very interesting life, that
What an
guy.
amazing day for him.
great interview.
We want to congratulate him for an amazing day.
Congratulations, buddy.
I'm telling you, I mean, to be in Times Square and see your
Hey,
book
did you
up
know
there-
that he was all the voices on that wrestling thing? Remember on
Yes,
MTV?
Celebrity
Deathmatch.
He did all the
He
voices.
did like all the
of that.
voices.
Chris?
All of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They do a million voices on
Oh
that.
wow, I didn't know. See, that's something
I
you could
watched
be
them
doing.
as a kid when I was like 11.
Yeah,
That was like
yeah.
the first thing I was watching on YouTube.
I said I didn't even know that.
Well,
Along with R. Kelly strapped in the closet.
You thirsty, chicken man?
we do want to thank though all our new members though. That we got a lot of members on our Facebook group page. And
Water.
but
I was thirsty.
Chicken Man, Peter, what's going on?
Oh man, rocking and rolling, you know.
You got any
Same
gigs
old-
coming up?
Same old Memphis, Tennessee's coming up.
This guy's got some serious
Get the
action
cowboy
going
boots
on,
ready.
man.
Yeah,
Now you're going to the homeland.
that's
You
right.
got to sing some
Country Kiss.
country,
Some
baby.
barbecue stuff there.
Mama, don't
I
let
saw
your
you did
baby
this
This
one
guy's
grow
the
up
real
to be
mini Kiss.
cowboy.
He's the real Mini Kiss. He's the drummer to Mini Kiss.
I love it.
And you,
Couple
I saw him walking in. I asked him, am I in the right place? I thought
you
we were
want-
doing a Thai show right
yeah,
now.
but you want to know how he joined our show?
How did you join the show?
Because he's.
Craigslist.
Why did you join? How'd you join our show?
Oh, you know how.
Because he's Nobly Don. That's why.
Come back.
That's the only comeback we got for it. Is Nabladan. Who cares?
That's because he's Siciliano.
I'm not Sicilian. I'm a gringo, American.
You're a gringo. Now you're a gringo all of a sudden.
You're referring to yourself as a fucking Mexican.
He actually came in.
That's what a Mexican calls white people.
Annette got him in
Mexican chicken.
for our St. Patrick's show last year as an Irish boy. But then we found out he was an
He's very
Italian boy.
versatile.
Well,
I wear many hats.
just so you know, if you're watching the Wiseguyz show or you want to listen to the DDV Radio Direct Listening app, it's a free download. It's at the App Store or Google Play. Facebook Live, the Wiseguyz show that you're watching right now, the Wiseguyz show Facebook group page. A lot of new members, and again, we want to thank you all the new members. And but we want to mention one of Biagio's events. He's not here. Tickets are going fast, so get your
Better get 'em while they're
tickets
there.
now. La Serata Italiana con i Cucini di Campagna with special appearance of none other than Italian singing sensation Biagio at the Legacy Castle in South Pompton Plains, New Jersey. Call 973-445-1480 for tickets. I'm telling you, they're going fast.
Some night.
June 1st, it's going to start, and you got to go look at the new video that we made for him. And
So he's too fucking good for us now. He's performing in fucking castles.
he's all over the place. Biagio don't mess around. Also, May 1st, I want to mention our next show. I know we got a lot to talk about on this show, but I do want to do a special mention to Lou and Karen Essa. Lou is a heavyweight boxer, and Karen is a part of New Jersey Housewives.
Karen.
And also May 1st is none other than Master Magician Rocco Solano. Rocco Solano. Michael Healy and George Osborne, who runs the Elks Club in Totowa. May 4th, their magic show will be for children with special needs, and the Wiseguyz will be there. support of that. So May 1st, don't forget to check and tune in back to the Wiseguyz show.
Oh man, I want that chicken. I'm taking him home with me.
It's a duck.
Hey,
It's a
Mateo,
duck.
give me some
It's a duck, man. I thought you were the chicken guy, bro. You got ducks.
Well, for Easter.
It's
it's
Easter.
It's Easter.
Well, Chef Vargo, what do you think so far of the Wiseguyz show?
He wants to cook the
You guys
ducks.
are all wise guys. It's a great show. I mean, I'm really happy to be here, and we've heard a lot of good things. And the chicken guy loves my food.
I'm
So
always
you know what I mean? He's always over there, and I love his beards, man. Like the Italian flag beards is like.
So you haven't seen the
You haven't seen the Italian flag beard yet, huh?
But I rock that.
I gotta see that.
Soon.
So you're gonna give me one of those ducks before I leave?
Absolutely. We cooking this one.
Yeah, no. I'll raise him to maturity, and then we'll cook him.
You got it.
We just can't tell him that, though.
Hey,
let me tell you guys a joke. What do you call an Italian with one arm shorter than the other?
What?
A speech impediment.
Easy, baby.
All right, hey, Nick, you going to use that one?
I got jokes over here. Don't get me started.
No, but Chef, you're a Jersey guy.
I was born and raised in Jersey. Then I moved to Bensonhurst. Cooked in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, for the longest time. Then I moved to Manhattan, and then to Astoria Park. Worked in French restaurants, Italian restaurants, Asian restaurants. I cooked under some really big chefs. Went to culinary school, traveled around everywhere, tasting food all over the place.
Now you had a restaurant in Montclair.
Yeah, I had Punta Rosso in Montclair. We had it for about 2.5 years. The market became a little saturated over there. And
Very trendy too.
So you burnt it down.
Yeah, you got a lot of bourgeois people over there
a lot of
that are
California
just
bullshit.
like, you know, they're like the hipsters of Montclair. You know what I mean?
And all of a sudden you're fucking not hip anymore.
No, what you mean? You can throw a stone to the next restaurant.
Yeah.
No, not even. You can actually throw
right
a
next door.
twig.
But
right next
you're
door.
not in Montclair, and that's it? Nothing?
Nah, we got an offer. I got rid of the restaurant, and I said, you know what, let me go back to work. And it was just a little stress on me, more stress than I needed to. I wasn't focusing so much on cooking. So
it's a lot of work, man.
So now I do like cooking classes. We're making our own sauce, hopefully for a major big lot company.
I tell you what, the sauce always sells, man. You look at anybody.
Yeah, I mean we're doing our
Sharippa sells $1 million.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking to push out some major Italian products to a bunch of big companies. So I want to knock on wood and say that hopefully I get the deal next week.
You're gonna have the picture of your face on there.
No.
Well, they want to sell this stuff.
Yeah,
Look at that face. I want to bite that face. Can I come and bite those
I think
cheeks?
she's watching
You gotta
right
put a
now.
nice
Hi,
piece of
Mom.
gabagool on there.
Yeah.
My mom's name is Carol.
What is her name?
Carol.
Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Carol, good evening.
Is your mom the Napolitan son?
Yes.
Ah, Napoli. C'è anche mia madre qui. Salute, salute.
A message from Italy.
Next time.
A message from Italy.
Next time. We should do a Nona Wise guy.
Yeah, no, wise guys.
Now, do you special? You're considered a cooking guru in all aspects of food.
Yes.
Now, when you say all aspects of food, does that mean do you cook other?
What that means basically is that if I open the refrigerator and ain't nothing in there, I can make a masterpiece out of anything.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
talent.
you know that's you know I
Fusion. It's all about fusion.
It's all
We should
about
put that to
fusion.
the test one day.
But you know
Oh
why?
yeah, you want
things.
my roommate put that to the test the other
Four
day,
ketchup
and
packets.
I pulled out like cranberries, like walnuts. I had this
That's a
and
good
that. So I ended up making like candied walnuts, a little bit of cranberries on top of like a nice grilled chicken. It came out real
And
nice.
my son is.
That's because he has a passion for
my
cooking.
mom is an unbelievable cook. So I've watched her over the years. My wife
When you have
cooks
that
great,
passion.
but I'm totally improv when I cook.
Me too.
Improv.
Me
I just
too.
whip stuff up.
My grandma
and I
never
do the
measured
same
anything
thing.
when you were watching.
They asked
Yeah, but I mean,
You make it like this.
Got nothing to eat.
What's the recipe? I'm like a pinch, a bunch, of this, a da.
Yeah.
Bing a bong.
We don't do teaspoons.
Right.
I can't tell anybody my recipes because I don't know them. Yeah, that's do them.
Wise guy never uses a teaspoon.
Hey, Ryan, tell us about the TV show. What happened?
So, well, I mean, I can't really speak on that. That
All right,
Karen
so you're
spoke on.
under,
No, well,
disclaimer.
they're relaunching, and I'm sure that they're going to talk about that when they get here. There's going to be, I think it's going to be revolving around the restaurant, and the kids again. They're just kind of coming back and reprogramming
That's
it.
nice.
So I mean, it's going to be back on there. It's just a matter of time. I mean, they're already doing Instagram videos and stuff like that, and trying to hype it back.
I see him on the
Instaface.
So how did you come connected with Pizza
How did
Nostra?
I come connected with Pizza Nostra? Well, good
And are you
friend.
connected?
Yeah, well.
Well, you know,
meaning,
She got mad at me a couple
know,
times and told me she'd make me disappear,
Were you
so I don't
recruited?
know.
Were you,
She got mad at me a couple times.
did
told me
she pull you
made-
out of a restaurant?
She said, I'll make you disappear. I said, okay. That's
What are you, a
joke.
fucking magician?
right.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting the cement shoes, you know? But
Next
in
time
any
you
event,
say,
Alex-
fat shit, oh God. So.
Well, I came connected with them through a very close friend of mine that grew up with them. And once I sold my restaurant, I decided to go into a different profession. I wanted to sell, import foods and sell foods. And then, he came up upon me and he said these girls are looking for a chef. Told me who they were. I brought them to my house and I did a tasting for them, and they were completely blown away. And I basically had them at hello.
Nice.
You know what
well,
I mean?
I have news for you.
I got to admit, his cooking is good.
Ever since my son, he had to do his own taste test because now he's one of the
All
young
that food I
guys.
got.
Nicky, these are younger guys from our show.
He made
And so-
he made a killer penne vodka. I had it. I put all that Parmesan cheese on top, and I was like, wow.
Thank you
so-
very much. I appreciate that.
Pecorino Romano. Pecorino Romano.
He's been our family's restaurants.
Parmesan is calamari, marinara.
It's
Okay,
with the
then
accent.
I'd rather have duck.
We got Queen Margarita. We got Blue Eye. We got all restaurants in our family. We have my mother. We grew up. My mother's, my
you know what?
his other
That's
grandmother.
exactly how I learned how to cook. When I was a kid, I used to cook with my grandmother. I used to go by her house, even though she was like a gospel. She was a gospel lady, and I would have to go there, and I would have to read the Bible and listen to all her Christian music. But I used to love to cook.
How was Bible
how many
class?
statues did you have in her house?
Oh my God!
How was Bible class? Did you go to Bible class too?
Everything.
Make the
God
sign of the
forbid
cross.
you swear in the house. Oh my God. No.
How many spoons did you get whacked with?
Oh my! Actually, my mom. I know, Mom. You had to paddle with RRR, Ron, Ryan, and Robbie, and she used to whack us regularly with it.
Regular.
And
One paddle for everybody.
Until the
And then I
sticks.
tried to throw the paddle away, and she started throwing tomatoes at me.
I know.
So yeah, she's a great mother. She's a breast cancer survivor, so she's
Nice.
no, she's a strong woman, and she keeps our family together. So so I'm really happy to have her. As a
Regina de la
mother.
Familia,
Yeah.
the
The
queen.
Ginzos,
She's,
the old
she's really happy
Ginzos.
to have her. Without her, I don't think I'd be who I am today. So
Bravo.
yeah.
She raised you right with the fucking spoon.
Throwing tomatoes.
Now I did some research on you. You said you're a huge mafia buff.
Yeah, like
What did it like? What is the first thing that you think of when you hear that?
No, when I say mafia buff, everybody watched The Godfather. You know what I mean? That was like me growing up as a kid. I'm 38 years old, so that was
You're
my
a
first,
puppy.
And a little pup.
puppy.
You know what I mean? But growing up, I watched that movie, and it kind of like I liked the whole this family of ours, La Cosa Nostra. You know what I mean? They were very tight. And then I just got very interested in the culture. I'm not interested in the criminal activity, but they're very tight people. They keep to their family. You know what I mean? And that's what La Cosa Nostra means. This family of ours.
Yeah, that's right.
So
And now you work there.
That's how we did it.
Coincidence?
I just want you to know we did that in the firehouse with the cooking. Sometimes you work in the firehouse, you can't like leave. It could be bad weather or something, and you're like stranded unless you actually have to go out. And we didn't if you couldn't go get dinner or nothing, you have to come up and make your own meals.
Yeah.
So one night we made something. We made some type of pasta fazool. We had some canned
I make the best
beans.
soups.
Well, we were stranded. We didn't have nothing, so we didn't have no. It was a snowstorm one night, and we had a bad snowstorm. I think it was one of the worst.
Oh yeah, I think it was
Back in '96, I think it was, or something like that.
I was two.
Monster.
28 inches.
Monster.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
So I went out in the back, and I remember my friend's mother used to make ice cream out of the fresh snow. So I used to go there, get the bucket, and I cooked up some canned milk, and you boil it till then with a little vanilla, and then you add it to the snow, a little, and you stir it up until it comes into ice cream. That's it.
That's like something you do in jail.
Come on, sit next to it. Take a seat. Sit.
Come on. No, now sit next to the chef. Come on.
Fai subito.
Then maybe I'm gonna have to pick your brain. I'm gonna have to pick your brain. Maybe get some of your recipes afterwards.
There you go. Very unlikely.
What are you doing? You eating the fucking eggs?
You got treats to eat.
Oh, there's jelly beans.
From the Duckies.
The duckies.
This is shocking. This is the first time I've ever seen a bunch of Italians sitting around a table talking about food.
It's amazing.
Well,
so
hey,
unusual.
listen, come to the restaurant. That's all we talk about.
It's food.
Now I know.
First time Italian talking about jelly beans.
I was just telling them to come to the restaurant. That's all we talk about.
Well, we're gonna.
Yeah, we gotta have to do a Wiseguyz show at the restaurant.
Like we did by Lano's.
Yeah, that's what
with
should
the
happen
meatball
there.
contest.
I got news for you. We are working on that. We're gonna do something with Karen and Ramona and you guys at there. But we're also working on one. Hopefully that works out at the Tony Lips restaurant.
Where's
For
that?
the movie Green Book, right down the road. It's like you guys are on one side and they're on the other side. And
well, that's why it needs to stay on one side. Right. I mean, there's
enough room.
Enough room. You know
it's better that way for business.
and other things.
But let me ask you, what was the real reason that made you want to be a chef?
I had a troubled upbringing. I wasn't always the best kid. I was always getting in trouble. And I said, what am I going to do? And I really didn't see myself sitting behind the desk. But you know what? Yeah. I did enjoy watching my grandmother cook. And when I'm a grandmother cook, I used to stand on this little stand, this little little stool, and watch her cook. and stir the pot. Say, okay, stir the pot.
Just keep stirring.
Yeah.
And you dip the bread in when she wasn't looking.
And she taught me how to cook, and she taught me a lot of things about cooking. And then, I developed a passion for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I said, you know what? I went to Montclair State University when I was a kid, and I said, all right, because my father's always straight, go get a college education. Yeah. Go do this, go do that.
It's a waste of money now.
And I said to him, but I don't want to do it. I don't have nothing. What do you want me to do? I don't want to be a psychologist. I don't want to be this. I want to be that. He said, well, what do you want to do? He says, I want to cook like Grandma. So he says, well, okay, we're going to send you to culinary school then. No. Yeah. I went to culinary school, and I can't say that I really liked it because it's a little different style of cooking.
They make you make Mexican food.
Yeah.
Well, that was...
Listen, they showed me there was this one class that they called the mother sauces, all right? How to make the mother sauces. And their marinade they made with a mirepoix, they call it. I'm like, so you're putting onions, celery, and carrots in your marinade? I'm like, what? That's not a marinade.
Your grandmother in the back of your head going, whoa, wait a second.
Like, how much did I just pay for this school?
That sounds like bolognese.
No, that's the base of a bolognese. Yeah, you do make a nice little mirepoix for a bolognese. Yeah. See, now I'll give you a little secret. You want to make a nice bolognese? Now I know people chop up the vegetables. You know what I do? I puree them.
I shred them.
Yeah, puree them down to a paste. Almost.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it mixes right into the
sauce.
I
can see that.
Beautiful.
I shred it. On the cheese grater, I shred it.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's good too. You want
it kind of melts away anyway. You see little bits of it in there, but nothing.
You want it to melt away. You know what I mean? It's beautiful.
Now you specialize.
We're still talking about food.
Yeah, you specialize. Well, he's a chef. What do you want?
We got here.
What else will we be talking about?
Porn.
Factional guys. Let's have some jelly beans.
But you do specialize in old school Italian dishes now. Can you just give us some that you think of the most that you like to do?
My old school Italian dishes. Let's just say I take a little spin off like old school bruschetta, right? Ooh. Now I take a bruschetta and I make it with a nice heirloom tomato. Okay, I do it with a little shallot. Am I giving my recipe away now?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to give it.
I brushed the bread.
I do a roasted confit garlic, which I put in oil, and then I bake the garlic until it becomes soft. Then I brush that on top of the bread, okay? Now I take a nice shallot, basil, a little white pepper, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and just a little bit of mozzarella.
I just totally stole that recipe.
And then I use my own balsamic glaze, which I take a balsamic vinegar, add sugar to it, and then I reduce it down. And then I drizzle it all over, and then put a little prosciutto di Parma on top.
They got me Rigatita, prosciutto di Parma.
Prosciutto di Parma.
Did you bring any? More important.
No prosciutto di Bologna, prosciutto di Parma.
What about pecorino romano?
You know, one of the classic old school dishes is short rib. You know, a nice parpadel short rib that you braise for 6 to 8 hours, and it just melts in your mouth.
Just so you know, if you want to find Chef Ryan, he is at Pizza Nostra, 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa, New Jersey. The Pizza Nostra is booming right now. Karen Gravano and Ramona Rizzo are your hosts. There you go. You're going to go up there. Call them at call them now and order a pie and tell them the Wiseguyz sent you. 201-657-1400. I'm telling you, you're going to love it.
Or maybe you can just call in here because they're actually going to be here any minute.
Yeah, or you can wait till he goes there and then you order the food and then he'll be there. Right now, who's cooking right now?
Right now, I got my pizza chef, Joe Patrizio. He's also a nice Italian boy. We call him the blue-eyed pizza dough boy. You know, because he's kind of in love with Ramona. So
you didn't hear that from me.
Let me see how you make the sauce. Let me see how you make the sauce.
Which one? The marinade?
The Napoletana.
The marinade. You know marinade is you're using a fresh San Marzano tomato. I'm going to use...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's a bravo. That's a bravo.
And not the ones from California.
Yeah.
Those are fake. Those are fake.
I know.
The real ones. The real ones are from
Marziano.
The real ones.
Spend the extra money, get the good stuff.
I drink him because I know where it comes from San Marzano.
They come from the volcanic ash of Mount Vesuvius.
That's why I was a
I didn't know this was going to be a test.
I see. He's a Napolitan. I know he's a Napolitan.
Yes.
Bravo.
But you know, man,
I triple.
a nice marinade goes with you need a great tomato. A great tomato.
Bravo.
And you
Tomato.
You don't
What
need
we
it.
need
You don't
more.
need
Gravy sauce. Who cares?
I might bring you guys a little bit of sauce the next time you have a show.
See.
A little surprise.
That's what I said, Chef Ryan. We need to do a sauce and
Boss of the
gravy
sauce.
contest.
Yeah, that's a good
Make
idea.
a nice Sunday gravy.
Right, see? You call it gravy, we call it sauce.
I call it gravy.
He doesn't speak for everybody at this table.
No?
Gravy.
Sauce.
I call, you know what I call it?
Asasa si chiama.
Sauce.
I call it lusuga.
Usugo, asasa.
He doesn't have time to call it anything. It's already in his stomach.
Asasa. Yeah, not gravy.
No gravy.
Right, Chef? What do you call it? Gravy, no?
Gravy.
We just call it
American,
sauce.
It's American Italian. They call it gravy.
No.
They don't call it.
That's why.
It's the different.
They don't have gravy in Italy. That's why.
Right.
Gravy.
If I ask for gravy and try to explain to them what it is, they're like, you have to order it separate and put it together.
Bravo.
Sunday gravy.
That's all.
But you gotta try.
It's Sunday sugo. Oh, Freddie, it's Sunday sugo.
Yes.
All right.
Pasta fagioli.
Well, I just want you to know, Chef Ryan, listen, you want to go check him out. You still have your website, chefryanvargo.com?
Yes.
And where can we find recipes there?
No.
You know, you can see pictures of my
But
food.
tell us about this competition. You did in this competition with this culinary...
It was called the Culinary Fight Club.
And we're sorry a lot of us couldn't make it. We really wanted to come, but there was, sometimes you just can't make it.
Well, basically, it's a competition that goes across 14 states. Yeah. And, I was in a trifecta with 3 people from 3 different states. I won that competition. Then I would have to go to Chicago to compete in the next one. Since I won that one, so I have to go to Chicago next.
Nice.
And then they'll pick a challenge, and they made us run with our
I love that. Yeah.
I grab all the food, and I'm like kicking the guy, and punching him.
So
and
it's like comedy.
And it so happened to be that one of my first chefs that I worked for was competing against me. Oh. And I'm like, yo, dude, you got really fat.
Like you're gonna look like this in 20 years too.
He was eating all the food sent back to the kitchen.
The whole time I was screaming at the guys across the thing. I was like, yo, look. I said, look at all the people at my station. I said, everybody's lined up over here. I said, what, you guys didn't cook a good burger? I said, what the hell are you going to do, an empanada burger?
Intimidation tactics.
Yes.
Medium rare.
Break them down.
Break them down.
Break them.
Now, that's how long does that go on for?
Well, they're going to go through, they're going to go through, I think, 14 rounds. up, like not me.
And what round is it now?
I think they're into Kansas right now.
Yeah. So we do have like a semifinals, and then
basically everybody wins their
division,
and then they go to Chicago for 2 days, and then you compete there, and then it goes down to 7, and then it goes to Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So
Vegas, baby.
What's the prize?
10,000, and it's usually. I mean, it's not for the money. It's more.
Of course not.
Are we going to see this on Food Network or
it's going to be like a 3-part miniseries. So right now they're doing montages. So they film there right now of all the states, and then once it gets to the actual major competition, because it's going to be over, of course, a couple of months.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Takes a while.
We gave Jonathan Shinto the rights to say Skinto. To give him the rights to say Atzo when he was putting something fusion together. He hasn't done it yet. So you know what? We're going to pass it on to you. When you're going on live and you're really excited about that closing moment, you go, Atzo!
I got to say that I did my burger that I won with. It was called the Italian Stallion. Okay? It was a portobello mushroom mixed infused burger with roasted charred tomatoes in a cheese fondue, sirloin steak cheese fondue. We got over 50,000 hits on Instagram.
Wow.
So you got to practice it now. So you just banged out one of your greatest dishes.
I thought about it overnight.
Ready? No, but you're going to have to try. You're going to practice right now. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you got more enthusiasm.
I got to do it more enthusiasm.
That was fucking weak.
Let him do it himself. Let's hear him do it. Come on.
It's got to come from the groin.
It's got to come from the groin, like he said. Yeah.
It's got to come from the...
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
You gotta show them all the wounds.
There's the wounds.
Now, in all the years
from Gordon Ramsay.
In all the years you've been cooking and stuff. Let me ask you, what was the most dangerous moment in the kitchen?
When I cut my own finger almost off.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah. It was a slicer, and somebody was talking to me, and the guy said to me when I first started, he said to me, don't ever take your eyes off the slicer. And I went like this. Wow. And my finger almost came off.
He's got it too.
I was talking on the phone. This is when we first had cell phones. I was talking on the phone and slicing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was a piece of turkey or my finger.
Now it was the most dangerous. Now, out of all the times in the kitchen, what was your most pleasurable time in the kitchen?
I don't think there's you cook. But it's fun to cook.
Like, was there a moment that
it's so much fun.
Miserable.
Forget all that. What's your worst story? Because I know being in the kitchen, I was in the kitchen.
They're miserable.
To cook, don't get me wrong.
Shut up! I think I fall asleep in my chef clothes every night.
Most important dish you ever you had to make. Most important dish you ever had to make for somebody.
Most important dish I had to make.
That you really couldn't mess this one up.
I made lamb lollipops with a raspberry mint over a saffron risotto puree.
Real saffron?
Yeah.
Real saffron.
Is that wrong?
Just check it.
Yeah.
Was it imitation?
And it came real nice, and it was actually for Valentine's Day for a couple.
Nice.
So I did a bunch of nice things for them, and I actually did. I scooped out a pecorino romano wheel.
Nice. Pecorino romano.
Nice cacio pepe.
Oh.
Fresh cracked pepper.
Nice.
Right out of the wheel.
He knows how to do it.
Now, how about Italy? Did you ever go to Italy?
I haven't been to Italy yet. Obviously, we work 6 days a week, so
No,
it's kind of difficult to go anywhere. I don't even think
a one-day trip to Italy. Would you go?
I don't think I've even been to the Jersey Shore.
No, come on.
Well, I mean,
You're a Jersey guy.
You gotta come down now.
My mom has a house in there. I go down there, but it's like when you get home after work and you work 80 hours.
You're tired, yeah.
You're like, do I really want to?
All right, so now that you get home from work and you get hungry, what's the meal for you?
Oh my God! Don't ask
McDonald's.
Me White Castle.
Wow.
It's true.
You don't want to cook all day. And go
What about you, Minnie Peter?
White Castle.
White Castle eater?
I had White Castles.
I like fart burgers.
What? On the way here?
And you didn't bring any for us.
Hey. White Castle on the way here. We have food over here.
But see, I got a special deal with the chick at White Castle. I bring her pizza and she gives me free burgers.
There you go. That's a good deal.
But what's your meal when you go home and you got your long night of playing the concert and everything? You want to eat something quick.
Definitely White Castle.
Yeah!
Because it's the only thing that's open that late.
Yes, yes,
24 hours. 24 hours.
And then you fart on
I don't care for it.
Fart
They
burgers.
put too many onions.
No, thank you, Mike.
You got to go there and say, easy on the sweat.
Yeah.
You know, give me
There's
5.
a lot of
but easy.
interesting people.
Hey, Ryan,
on the
what's your worst
drive-thru
horror
late at night.
story of being a chef? Because you probably got a lot of them, because I've been in the kitchen a lot myself, and I've seen disasters before, fights, and people come out with knives. And
I want to say my worst horror story was when I actually owned my restaurant, and I had a partner. And
yeah, I know the
you
feeling.
Have, you have a partner and was your friend in the beginning, and then
doesn't want to do anything.
Doesn't want to do anything.
I wrote this story.
Maybe it's the same partner.
And like I came in one day, I went out drinking the night before, and I'm like, yo, can you set up the stuff for me in the morning? Nothing was set up. He's sitting around doing nothing. So we got into like a real loud heated argument because I'm not going to do everything constantly.
It's hard to do.
So I think some pans started flying, and might have pushed him a little bit, and told him to get the hell out of the kitchen. And I literally ended up cooking myself the whole day. Because I just to spite him, because he was worthless.
But you could do it though. That's the same thing with me.
They call me octopus, bro. They call me octopus in the kitchen. I'll be like this. Hold on, let me grab the pen. Like this.
My father told me, when you get into business, make sure you not do everything, because people are going to call out. People are going to get sick.
Oh, man.
Girls are going to have kids. They're going to get pregnant. Learn how to do everything. That way you can step in that role when somebody's out.
I ran, when my restaurant had 90 seats.
Wow.
And I ran the whole restaurant, cooking the whole line myself.
Doing 300 dinners a night.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were like, how are you doing it? I'm grabbing, look, this was one of my last ones.
Because he has a passion for it.
That was a first-degree burn right there. Okay, because I grabbed the pan out of a 500-degree oven because I forgot that it was hot.
That's happened. Yeah, but the best.
How do you forget?
And then you don't even put the pot down. You're like,
yeah, because it takes a while to go from here to here.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the truth, though. I held something in my hand. It was scalding hot, and it just took a while.
Yeah. And also, too, you're like, if I drop this right now, I got to remake it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd rather get burned than remake it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Hey, Ryan, what about any celebrity chefs that you worked with that you really like?
Barrett. I've worked with Barrett Beyer. He's like he was my mentor. He was on Hell's Kitchen, Chuck Cutthroat Kitchen. I worked with this. She was at one show. I don't remember what show. This girl, Alana Puentes. I have a lot of admirations, Gordon Ramsay.
He's the man.
Everybody says I'm like him in the kitchen.
Good.
It's like,
that's what you should be.
They're like, why are you so mean to everybody? I'm like, get it done. I don't got time for it to be like, okay, sorry. Come on, let's go. Come on, everybody needs to move.
I did a TV show with John Besh.
Yeah, that's right. You were on.
He loved me. Yeah.
With
John Taffer. It was only on for
what was the name of the show? Though
The Hungry Investor.
Hungry Investor. He was on
competition. But
they put you up against somebody. They put him up against this famous.
There was a Jewish
deli in New York.
Jewish deli in Brooklyn. My sandwich shop with 4 stools.
Oh, wow.
Right? Compared to a 70-seat thing they call a Subway series.
Got clout.
They have pastrami and have 100 things on the menu. I got maybe 30 things on the menu.
That place was pink.
Yeah. No, but I also worked with Guy Fieri.
Oh, you did work.
Okay. I worked. I was into Mario Batali's wrestling, but didn't take the job.
How about him? What happened to him?
I don't know. I think he got arrested for sexual harassment or something like that.
Well, it's all blown over now, but when you get that stigma, it sticks with you now for the rest of
forever.
They pulled him out of Italy, right?
Yeah, they pulled him out of Italy and everything.
If you're just joining us, though, right now, we're talking to Master Chef Ryan Vargo, Executive Chef of Pizza Nostra, 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa, New Jersey. Again, Mob Wives Karen Gravano and Ramona Rizzo are your owners and hosts. Ryan is the chef, and he's not there yet, but when he gets in there today or tomorrow, call them up at 201-657-1400 and order yourself a
Tell him the wise guy sent you.
Tell him the wise guy sent you.
Chicken Man, what's your favorite dish?
The Zupa de Besh was good.
That's it, but that's all you're saying. Is that what he goes in there for?
What do you want me to tell you?
Everybody loves the Zupa de Pesh so much that I came up with a new one called the Giant Zupa de Pesh.
You know what else was
The
good?
word of the day, Zupa de Pesh.
I put a bowl about this high this big.
Probably
And
ate
I cut a hero in half, and I made this cross like this. And so now I have a big giant bowl of zuppa de pesh.
Yeah, you know what else you'll appreciate he made? It was different.
How I make a zuppa de pesh. I put a little bit of slice, the broccoli rabe with the chicken.
Pesto broccoli.
I make a pesto, and I puree the pesto with the broccoli rabe. I mean, the basil.
Pasta's different. Their pasta is different.
I make it fresh.
Oh, you make fresh pasta?
Yeah, it's pasta like I didn't know that.
Fresh.
Their pasta's
That's the difference.
Fresh pasta, fresh mozzarella, fresh burrata, fresh everything. I make everything.
What was that? That pesto, pesto broccoli rabe.
It's a broccoli rabe and basil infused pesto.
It was
That's mixed with chicken sausage on top of a mafalda pasta.
Yo, you know how much pecorino romano I put on that dish? The whole box. Like
in Italy.
I just dumped it in there.
Yeah, but you hear what he said? He puts the whole box of pecorino romano. You don't taste the flavor. All you do is taste pecorino romano.
You're going to get worms.
Oh, they were like this.
You're going to get worms.
Pork. Still no pork. Is he?
Yeah. Die.
Super the best.
Make me another super the best, please.
I was like doing, they were interviewing earlier. Did you mention that you went to any culinary school or anything?
Yeah, I went to the same school that my mentor.
Can we make super the ducky? Super the ducky.
Fagago pala bandia.
No, it's not. It's cardboard.
It's so cute.
So
I went to the same culinary school that my mentor, the chef Barrett Beyer, the celebrity chef, he had recommended I go there, and he said, "Listen, it's not what school you go to; it's what you take out of it."
Right, I agree.
Because you don't need to spend $100,000, and then you learn most of the stuff working in staging, they call it, in restaurants, working under other good chefs. Right. And I learned a lot from a lot of amazing chefs. Yeah, a lot of amazing chefs.
Can you remember the first thing you learned that you were like, wow? You know, because when I did some classes in culinary, let's say, and setting the first part was just setting you had to learn how to set the tables and all the extra spoons and what they meant. And did you learn that? Was that like something?
Well, for me, I guess when I went to culinary school, it was a little bit of a shock learning all the health codes and stuff like that. I almost wanted to quit. I was like, this is
what
like
about
school.
the gloves? The gloves.
The gloves, this, triple spironosis, cooking temperatures, danger zones, holding temperatures, catering, proper catering, wrapping. I mean,
you ever have a heated fan?
Once I got into that actual course, I was like, well.
The best chefs in Italy back in the day, they used to take the white wine, and wash their hands with the white wine or the lemon juice.
No, lemon juice.
Lemon juice is always good for everything.
My ex always tells me, because I still talk to her, my ex-wife, and she says, you constantly smell like garlic. I said, what do you want me to do? I'm a garlic nut.
What's the matter? You fucking Dracula?
Not a garlic knot, a garlic nut.
Very nice.
Well, real quick, though, let me mention a few people that we want to mention.
Jesus.
Aliva Dairy, Karen King, and Cha-Cha, who's no longer with us. Cha-Cha is from Little Italy. Aliva Dairy is the oldest cheese store in America. Go check them out at 188 Grand Street on Mulberry Street.
And the slowly shrinking.
And in Little Italy, New York City. Aliva Dairy's got the best cheeses. You got to check out Aliva Dairy when you get a chance in Little Italy.
Albanian or
it's on the corner. It's on the corner of Grand Street and Mulberry Street in Little Italy.
What's your name?
Ryan. Yeah, my mom actually named me after her favorite soap opera, Ryan's Hope.
Oh, no. Really? I thought it was Ryan.
Seriously?
I got an Irish name, but it does mean Gaelic king, though.
Also, I want to mention Anthony Rodia, who's been doing some pranks on. We're going to try to get him to do some Italian pranks with us, along with Prank Call Mafia. Shane Coyle, he's been doing some pranks recently also. We want to do a mention to them, and just do a special shout out to them guys who do a lot for the Wiseguyz show. Shane sent some people over to our show.
I'm sorry.
Now,
how many fingers am I holding up, Mom?
8. What happened?
Friday.
3 minutes?
3 and 3.
No, we're not 3 minutes.
$3.
Yeah, look at the time.
We started late.
We started late. What? We gotta go. We gotta go by the
Somebody's
time.
gotta walk the ducks.
We gotta go by the time. We got 5. Technically, I tell you right now, what we got. We got. Whoa. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to break. Because we started late, so...
What are we going to talk about for 5 minutes? Hurry up, everybody.
No, it's really 10 minutes, but I'm going to go 5 because we're going to need an
jokes.
extra time for the group shot.
You're wasting time talking about the group
Also,
shot.
Freddie, what do you got?
No, the group shot.
I want to thank Federico Castelluccio for his big endorsement of Nikki Voices
I seen that.
to be on the Saturday Night Live on the premium Pete show. Also, we want to thank Premium Pete for the kind words. Federico gets endorsed you to get on
If he was on
Saturday Night
Saturday,
Live.
I'd actually watch it because it's so
Officially happened on
It's the worst show ever.
on the Wiseguyz show. He was trying to give a little bit, in the moment in the studio, and it didn't fully go through. And so we're out in the parking lot, and then we're just talking, about the Soprano Con coming in November with his boys. And then all of a sudden, I said, "But Nikki, did you show Federico the clip of you and Ray Leo?" He goes, "No." And then you take over. You take over from there.
Then I showed him and he lost it.
He lost it.
He was dying of laughter.
He thought that was one
And
of
what
the
a
funniest
genuine, down-to-earth guy, you know?
He is awesome.
It's nice to meet celebrities like that, and it really is.
He almost passed out in the parking lot.
Yeah, I know. He was crying.
You're going to watch that Ray Liotta skit he does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Chantix, Karen.
Oh, my God.
We also want to mention Italian American Radio. Italian American Radio, the Wiseguyz show is on that channel, Random. That's another network that's played out through a lot of the Italian American communities throughout Little Italies of Boston, New York, and then also, let's mention a special dinner we had at Blue Eyes recently with a longtime friend of mine, Michael P.
Awesome.
Gotham Casting. Michael P. He's a good friend of mine, a long childhood friend of ours.
Nice guy.
We're working on some big things on the Wiseguyz show. You're not going to believe it when it happens, but when it does, it's going to hit you hard. You're going to see we're working very hard at making it. Making this show more than what you're seeing right now.
It's going to be opera.
Everybody just lower their volume.
That's what we do when we get excited.
Yeah, and also
I think I'm deaf now.
we're a big supporter. We're a big supporter of Italian festivals. July 16th, July 16th to July 20th, Mount Carmel Society Italian Feast and Fireworks at 56 River Road in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. It was posted on our Facebook group page, so I'm gonna mention it. Also, Saturday, May 18th, the 10th Gatehouse reunion with your host Mary DeBellis. It's at 9 p.m. and it's at 466 Caterers.
The old Gatehouse.
At 466 Prospect Avenue in West Orange. All the old time Bloomfield Avenue people and all them gooey Italians.
Be a lot of fucking Grecian formula and a lot of gold chains.
That's right. and let's do one more special shout out to our buddy Greg Loygren.
Watch a special now on Amazon Prime.
We're gonna
Married and Miserable.
We're gonna get him to come in and one day, and we're gonna have him be a special guest host.
Can't wait.
Chef Ryan. So now, overall, you've been here almost an hour. What do you think of the Wiseguyz show? Honestly,
I want to be part of the Wiseguyz.
I'll come here and talk to you guys any day. Be the special chef
Commentator. Chicken guy.
Well, he is coming back with something that is really special that he's going to share with us.
Pasta Mazul?
yes.
Yes, I'm actually going.
You're going to make homemade mozzarella, too?
We got a little gift. We got a little gift for
I do.
Chef Ryan. Bianca, want to just go grab him?
It's a shine box. No.
We got a little.
Go get your shine box.
We got a little gift for Chef Ryan. Hand that over.
Look at that.
Hey, it's a chocolate nibble.
That's
a chocolate bunny and a duck.
Happy Easter. We want to have a happy Easter for everybody, especially all our guests on our show. But we're going to go to break. But before we go to break, we're going to do a group shot. So we're going to try to get everybody in one big group shot. But we want to thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
One more hand for Chef Ryan, Master Chef Ryan Vargo. Check him out one more time. I'm going to mention at Pizza Nostra at 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa. He is the executive chef of Pizza Nostra. Call him up. Call
The king
them
of
up.
chefs. It's Scottish, right?
Yes. Call them up at 201-657-1400. And listen, he specializes in old
Chef
school.
Reno.
I like that one.
He specializes in old school Italian dishes and with the new school touch. Is that correct?
Exactly.
One more time.
Very good, Lisa.
Chef Ryan Vargo, everybody. This is the Wiseguyz Show. We're going to be back after these messages with Made in Staten Island.
Chef Perino give you wonderful food and a glass of vino.
About your health and well-being, contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr. Alex specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families and features special hours to accommodate alternating work schedules. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness, located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771. That's 201-791-7771. Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness, a premier sponsor of the BlueMagazine.com and DDVRadio.com. Kale Orthopedic Center, high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic Center is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for the men and women of law enforcement and their families. Contact Kale Orthopedic Center at 201-447-3880. Kale Orthopedic Center, high-performance care for bodies in motion. If you're looking for a new vehicle or a certified used vehicle, look no further. Visit Wayne Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement preferred dealer, featuring the largest inventory of pre-owned certified vehicles. Wayne Ford is conveniently located on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey. Contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. The Blue Magazine, the nation's unfiltered and independent voice for law enforcement. The Blue Magazine's main objective is to strengthen the ties that bind us together as brothers and sisters in blue, featuring relative, helpful, and interesting articles while publishing the true and uncensored stories of the men and women in law enforcement who have taken the oath to protect and serve. Visit thebluemagazine.com. That's www.thebluemagazine.com. If you're a police officer, you know that visibility is a key safety issue. Now it's time for you to be the light in the darkness with the world's first patented rechargeable LED identifier, Body Beacon. Whether it be traffic enforcement or search and rescue, increased visibility is key to your safety. Inform your purchasing department about Body Beacon. Visit rescueleaders.com or call 862-221-9069. Homebridge Financial Services, offering mortgages for everyday heroes. Contact Michelle Hendershot at Homebridge Financial Services. Call 973-464-7119. That's 973-464-7119. Are you looking to purchase a home in Florida? For more information, contact Jenny Ramirez. Call Jenny Ramirez at La Rosa Realty. Jenny Ramirez has been finding homes for law enforcement officers for over 15 years. Call 321-946-8555 or visit jenny.larosarealty.com. Are you looking for the best dentist and dental care services near you? Discover the Silverstrom Group difference. Conveniently located in Livingston, New Jersey, the Silverstrom Group is the winner of the Best Dentist Award for 5 years in a row and voted New Jersey Top Dentists for 2018, providing exceptional and compassionate care. The Silverstrom Group. Call 973-992-3990. That's 973-992-3990. If you're a member of the law enforcement profession and are looking to establish long-lasting business relationships with businesses that are blue-friendly, it's time to visit visitblue.com. Visitblue.com features some of the best doctors, lawyers, realtors, as well as other service providers, such as home improvement and financial services. If you are looking for reliable, trustworthy service providers, visit visitblue.com. That's www.visitblue.com. If you're looking for the widest variety of talk programming, entertainment, news, and information, you've found it. DDVRadio.com features programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wiseguyz Show, and Blue World Uncensored. DDVRadio.com, the official radio network of VisitBlue.com and TheBlueMagazine.com. And now, back to the program. DDVRadio.com. by the hosts, callers, and guests are not those of DGVRadio.com, Envisage Productions LLC, its advertisers, sponsors, or employees.
All right, welcome back to the Wiseguyz Show. Part 2.
Do it. Let's fucking go.
Let's do this. All right. Hey, I want to mention real quick. All right, the Mafia's foothold on Staten Island isn't nearly as strong as it was when it was. I screwed this up already. I can't. I'm not. The Mafia's foothold on Staten Island isn't nearly as strong as when it was. However, it still lingers, affecting a new crop of hustlers featuring in the coming-of-age TV series. These homegrown youngsters battle each other and the odds to emerge from the shadows and change the perception of the island. Will they break away from the temptations of the lifestyle they were born into, or will they fall victims to mistakes of generations past? Tonight, welcome everybody, the crew from Made in Staten Island TV show.
Hi guys, thank you.
CP Christian Patterson, Denny Augustine, come on, let's hear it. Karina Seabrook. And Paulie Fusco.
Hi guys, hey guys, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Wiseguyz Show. Oh man,
we're gonna give him the official Atzo.
Unofficial. On the three.
1, 2, 3.
Atzo! We want to thank the lovely Karen Gravano for letting this happen.
What's up, Karen?
All right. Welcome to the Wiseguyz Show.
Thank you.
So how's everything going? Let's start with that. How's everything going?
How you been otherwise?
You like our studio?
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Well,
a little amazed at things.
Real quick, Jumpin' Gennaro, Ray the Caterer, Chicken Man of Alcatraz, Nikki Voices. Here's Mateo, and you met Minnie Peter. He's running around here somewhere. Minnie Peter is actually a real rock star, just so you know. He's the real deal.
Yeah. Minnie Kiss.
He's the drummer for Minnie Kiss. And I tell everybody.
For a show if you need him for the show, so let us know.
Yes, if you need him for the show. He is the real drummer for Minnie Kiss, and the reason I tell everybody, I told Chef Ryan, that's because he's Napolitan. So
that's why he's part of the Wiseguyz Show.
And obviously Mateo's a fan of your show, and he's a son of Michael Jumpin' Gennaro, and he's got some questions for you later also. But let's start with Made in Staten Island, and where do we go? What happened? What's going on here? Give us some info, updates.
I mean, we talk. We gotta talk in this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pick.
Well, we're obviously still in contact with our producers, and we're doing a lot of things, but we kind of just get paid to live our lives and be us. So we don't really have a part in what production does and stuff like that. So we kind of just know what they film of us, and that's kind of it. But
basically what she's saying is we don't handle the production. we don't handle the production of the company. We're just talent. So in all reality, we get filmed living our lives, and what they do after that and what you guys see on TV is really out of our hands. So even though I would think the same thing, that we would have an update if anybody would, but
we are still working.
Yeah, we're still working. We're still in contact with the producers. All we know is when we have to go film.
Are you still
the
filming,
executive producer is right there, so we asked her. She gave us a little information. If you are,
nice sitting here.
Hello, Karen.
Hi.
All right, Karen Gravano from Mob Wives. Come on, let's give her a round of applause. And also one of the owners of Pizza Nostra restaurant at 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa, New Jersey. Check them out. They're our official pizzeria.
Fucking amazing. I just got bone 2 slices.
The chicken marsala pie.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. But somebody here, Christian. Christian, you were an actor. You've done some acting on television. I mean, I checked these all out. You have some background.
I mean, look, I get on the TV. I just do what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a natural nut job, so I don't think that
You're just playing
anything
yourself.
that I do is acting.
One Fistful of Lead, My Country, Ellen TV movie, Doctors. You got a little IMDb.
Listen, I guess, yeah. I'll claim it.
And
is that you
listen,
that did any of this?
I'm about to just take it and run with that. Man. I don't really mind. I mean, come on.
Fucking guy.
Did you even know that?
Oh no, you Googled the wrong guy.
People will be fact checking that tomorrow. They'll be like, what the hell?
I'll take my credit.
Denny, you're
What you know about me?
You're like the godmother.
Oh yes, no, I'm not like it. I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, would you say you're like the Big Ange of Mob Wives, like for them?
I mean, that's like kind of big shoes to
Very good
fill.
answer.
Yeah.
But I won't lie, people have like said that, and I really appreciate it. I like to like give love and stuff like that and make people laugh. That's just me.
Well, we were friends with Big Ange, just so you know.
That.
We also knew Big Ange. We actually took her to dinner. We did some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we knew she was like that also.
Wine signing.
And, I did learn that, you're the godmother when people came to for advice and stuff like that.
They know where all the good advice is.
She's a good she's a good.
You're not miserable.
I'm never miserable. I love that.
Come on, give it official on Boo Boo. All the way. Go all the way? Yeah.
All the way.
Max to the max.
Now, Boo Boo.
Oh, man.
I can't.
I'm having fun.
I did also learn.
I love it. I'm never miserable.
I did find out, though, are you still in Monmouth?
Yes, I am.
And
I'm
you're graduating
graduating
this year.
May
University.
15th.
We have another graduate over here. She's graduating also, Bianca.
Getting the diplomas.
That's right. And now let's move over here. I believe this is the mob princess. Is that no? Do you consider yourself that?
Not at all.
Okay.
My mom can take that.
Do people
title.
say that about you though? No.
I could only go by what I read on Google. So. But
I
yes.
mean, a lot of people like to say that, I guess, because of the background that I come from.
Yes.
But the difference is in what I'm trying to portray is that I mean, my family's my family, and that's really all that I think that is. I'm on my own track, and I have my own goals, and I have, I'm myself, so I don't really carry what my family.
I get it.
I appreciate it.
That's good. That's good. That's great. It really is. But I do want to mention, other than Christian, I did see that you had made some cameo appearances on Mob Wives at 16 years old. Did that give you a little push to want to do this?
I mean, I actually always hated it. I would cry every time I'm on. No, I mean, towards the end I loved it, but I mean, it's a blessing that I got right.
Relationship. Right?
But did it give you a little motivation to want to do Made in Staten Island?
I mean, yeah, it definitely did.
Now,
definitely
embarrassed her, she used to say. Like, all the time. She used to watch Mob Wives and be like, oh my God, I can't even believe she's embarrassed.
I would have to watch my mom, flipping over tables.
But didn't you like it watching it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, you did. You loved it.
I was fighting the daughters on the low, yeah. No, I loved it.
I was fighting you.
These damn headphones. All right, but now Paulie.
Talk to me.
What's going on now?
Go ahead.
No acting experience.
No.
But you are on Made in Staten Island now. Where did
they get you from?
Really want to do this, or is it something that they force you into?
Listen, buddy.
Karen,
Either that or
Karen
Karina
had me
has
tied
to.
up.
Like,
It
you're
was-
gonna do
it's
this.
a long story.
A couple of times that we had to drag you out of the house and tie you up. But
I mean, it was always something. Not that I wanted to do, but it was an experience to get myself out there and really show, who I truly am, and that's really what it came down to. I guess you could say an opportunist, but not in the negative way. Like, if I see something that's obviously a good opportunity, not just for me, but for other people as well, for people like our age that can also watch us grow and come out of that lifestyle, or come out of just a hard life and the normal hardships that people would have. I'm obviously going to seize that opportunity and do it with anybody that I can. Yes, exactly.
Nice.
That's good.
Well, now all four of you have other cast members now. Do you keep in touch often, all yous?
Yeah.
Karen, I mean, I know the big question. I was trying to hold off on it.
Right.
The big question is, everybody's been asking, and Karina, I want to thank you for sharing this on Instagram, because a lot of people joined our page from it. But a lot of their questions were, when is the show going to come back on?
we are working.
Just move that over to her. Let me make sure.
We weren't canceled. We just had a couple of things come up, and we just felt that we wanted to add more layers to the show, so we're still working on it. We'll definitely be back. I don't have the answers because, again, I'm just a producer. We're working with programming, but I think that we'll have something coming soon. And I think that it'll definitely be I know it'll definitely be worth the wait.
Absolutely, because there are a lot of people writing comments to me, and they were asking me throughout the last 3 days. They were just like, when's it coming back on? And when
I can't even tell you how many. It's like
you say you heard it from the horse's mouth.
My DMs are going crazy. You'll be back for sure.
But
that's the lady boo boo.
Now, when you were doing my apologies, but how many shows did you do before you got canceled?
We didn't get canceled.
He just said that.
On hold.
Fucking listen.
We actually pulled because we were
Oh,
filming.
you pulled. Okay.
And so many things were happening while we were filming, and we just wanted to add more layers to it. We, filming them, these kids aren't just the average kids. Like, they have a lot of things that are going on in their lives, and we wanted to get more of a family.
So they're not in the basement playing games every day.
Nah, basically the whole gist of it is that the 2% of drama that you see on TV that is on camera and is recorded, you don't even understand the other 98% that goes on off the camera. It's actually ridiculous. But
see, maybe that should be the show.
Right.
Exactly.
Now, from
behind the scenes,
from some of the info that I got, the MTV Made in Staten Island, they wanted just you to remove the title of Staten Island in the title.
Right.
I mean, take Staten
had
Island
no
out of the
say
title.
in that.
Is that at all going to change?
Well, we don't. I can't really answer those questions right now because of what we're working on. But we didn't pull the show because of that.
Okay.
We stand by this. We weren't representing a borough. You know what I mean? And it's actually unfortunate that people will look at something and feel insulted. I mean, obviously they have their own demons that they're fighting, because how could you be embarrassed of what someone else does?
Right.
And we put the whole thing out there, and a lot of people thought it was a mob show, and we were promoting kids that are getting in trouble. But actually, if you really paid attention, it was the aftermath. You know what I mean? We, as parents, have all gone through struggles, and we wanted to teach our kids a better way. Not saying that they didn't have their own issues, but at the end of the day, who doesn't? You know what I mean? Everybody goes through something.
My mother's here, okay, and she was 6 months pregnant with me in Naples. So I was made in Italy and born in the USA. And so that's a fact.
So you're trying to say we want to do a show made in Italy with you?
Made in Staten Island. You're made in Staten Island.
But Minnie Peters joined us. Just so you know, Minnie, she didn't understand that you were a real rock star.
I love that.
Oh yeah, you girls can be definitely like great groupies. Seriously, the after party, because you know what? You girls light up the sky. Look, bam! Oh man, you light up the sky. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
I like that.
Now, tell her where you're performing next.
Memphis, Tennessee.
So he travels like a rock star, real deal. He's the real deal.
We're all little people kiss band.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Rock your hearts out.
Just
yes.
put the drums.
You got to talk
right
to his
there.
agent, though. We have no power over him.
We just put the drums right there.
Your agent will come down to Pizza Nostra, especially knowing that he's going to meet Karen from Mob Wives.
Hey, don't worry, we'll talk to him.
We'll talk.
But over the last year, name some of the places you did perform. Come on, you know them off the top of your head.
Lake Tahoe, anywhere.
You were all over Texas, Arizona,
Dallas, Texas. Yeah. No, we go all over the place.
Big
We were in
Florida. You were in Florida recently.
Super Bowl commercial, and Mall Cop 2.
Oh wow!
Mall Cop 2.
No way.
Yeah.
You'd watch it now.
Man, that's what I'm talking.
And he is definitely the real
Chinese
drummer
ladies
for
on the
many
video.
kids.
That's amazing.
So,
who doesn't like being a rock star? You know, who doesn't like being a rock star, right?
It's the same thing.
Don't sound so disappointed. I mean, that's you're just doing another rock.
You can, Karen.
Yes, we can make this happen there, Bo.
You can put it on with Biagio.
Speaking of Biagio, he's in Chicago. If anybody was curious, Biagio.
Very nice.
He was listening. I know he was paying attention. All right, now.
Paul, you have a message though for someone that's watching.
Go ahead.
I just want to give a special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to Bianca. Thank you for watching. Thank you for having us. Her father's supposed to be here, right?
Her father's in Chicago right now, but yes, he's part of the.
Oh, Bianca Benevenga.
Okay, yes, Benevenga. Bianca Benevenga, yes.
They were supposed to join. He has two daughters that were supposed to come in tonight, and I don't know. I guess they couldn't make it.
I gotta ask you something. Do you have a brother named Nitro?
No, you don't. No.
Is he a wrestler?
That's a whole roller coaster, Paul.
Nitro. I know. His name's Tony. They call him Nitro. I swear to God. Brother.
You set him off. It's like Nitro.
Nitro. You can call me Nitro if you want.
You like that one?
Who?
You would like that nickname?
Nitro.
That's your new name there, Nitro. Well, I used to put out fires.
I'm retired fireman.
Are you?
In Newark. Yeah. Did some time.
Thank you for your time.
Fireman.
Thank you for your service. I have a lot of respect for firemen. I'm serious.
Thank you.
We run out, they run in.
I did a lot of running.
I gotta go.
All right, let's go back to Maine and Staten Island. Now, there were some protesters though for the show that were making a big stink.
It was actually haters, and they say your haters are your motivators. So.
Now, I wanted to ask you: do you think that was just political or mob political? I'm curious.
I think it was just political. I think there was a lot of people that got the wrong idea about the show, and it was more like I don't think Mayor de Blasio is mob connected, but he was one of the biggest haters.
I bet you they didn't even watch the show.
I don't
probably.
like him. I don't
they
like
probably
him.
just made assumptions on it.
Just everyone was
just
making
I know. Like I'm not really. We don't get political on this show, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I just I don't trust him.
Time talking about Made in Staten Island and handling the other situations on Staten
What about Andrew Cuomo? What's he do? Does he say anything bad about you guys?
Who was the other guy that said something?
Andrew Cuomo?
The guy we delivered the pizzas to.
Oh, yeah, that's I saw that.
You wouldn't remember his name.
We don't even know who he is.
I honestly don't even care to know the guy's name.
He was the councilman, and it was just, listen, at the end of the day, when you really watch the show, it's about kids growing up. And it's about overcoming struggles and adversity, and everybody has their situations. The aftermath of any lifestyle. Really.
There you go. That'd make it easy for all of you. That's it.
How do you guys take it? Because I read articles like you guys get backlash, but how do you guys take it as young kids? Like all of you together, you guys are a family.
Staten Island is the biggest group of haters. So they can say whatever they want. Me personally, I don't care if I walk out and you hate me as long as I'm getting a check. And you know what? Hopefully somewhere in America, hopefully somewhere in America, there's a kid like me that maybe, am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
There's a kid.
I love that.
Listen, look, there's a kid like me, right, that has his life's fucked up and he might think that he's the only one. He's in middle America. He don't know nothing. But he sees me like, damn, maybe I'm not the only one going through this. I could give a fuck less about these kids on Staten Island or what they think. I grew up around them. They're all jerk-offs. But as long as I'm doing my thing, that's it. We're doing our thing. And we don't care. That's it.
That's right. They don't pay for your food. They don't pay for. You got to do what you got to do in life.
We do our own dirty laundry.
They love to hate things. Like as much as we love to love things, like I love cannolis, whatever. They love to have something to
Drama.
eat. So whether they hate it or not, they were standing there, they were watching. I know specific people who had a whole entire party just to watch it and bash it. So like, it's very nice.
But they were still watching it. That's the whole thing.
Still watching it. You guys are considered like a big family.
Yeah.
Big family.
We all help each other out. Yeah, no, literally. Every single one of us has something different, but like we all also have like a lot of things in common.
Yeah. That's good because you guys all talk about your problems with each other. No matter what happens, you guys will always stick together. Yeah, exactly.
Now, is that what the show is really based on? It's supposed to be about the kids growing up in Staten Island, facing, because I know. I grew up in Newark, and they used to compare where I grew up in Newark to the Bronx.
Right.
Okay. So Newark and the Bronx, actually the South Bronx, when I was on the fire department in the 80s and the 90s,
the good old
days. They compared the fire department in Newark to the South Bronx, and so I know the streets as much as anybody. I grew up. I knew a lot of people, and I've been around, and I know a lot of other people, which I don't. But what I'm getting at.
What are you exactly saying?
I'm getting
I don't
at
get it.
the streets. No. This is very important, especially to these youngers. The streets could eat you up alive.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's eating me up alive. It's eating a lot of people up alive.
There's nobody that doesn't eat up alive.
Take care of yourself growing up and deal with your problems and fix them, you fall deeper into problems. And that's
Can I say something? Because when we put this together, when you're 19, 20, you're just coming out of your home. You're coming into your own lifestyle and to who you are and what you're going to be. But a lot of times, situations that you're put into affect who you're going to be. You make the wrong decisions. Christian, for instance, he grew up, his mom had a situation, his dad went in prison, and he was pretty much raising himself. He got in a little bit of trouble, but it's where you go now.
Right.
How you fix that. You can't judge someone. Yeah.
But the streets are a very dangerous place.
And that's what I feel like, not just our kids on this show, so many kids right now, it's like you could either go the right way or the wrong way, and who's going to have your back and be in your corner. Like for me, I got arrested, you know what I mean? I'm not proud of that. I don't want my daughter to know that, but at the end of the day, I tell her that every day because I want her to be better than me, and I'm pushing her in a different direction. Same thing, Paulie grew up without a father. His father passed away, and he had to make his own way in life and go through different struggles where he could have done wrong, and he's now in a position where he has chose to have a better life.
And also, coming back to what she's saying, your struggle is your own. And a lot of people might say, like, we say street life a lot on the show, or we say from something about relation to the streets and, oh, the streets are a bad place. But a lot of people are like, you're not from the street, you don't know what it is, blah, 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 blah. But here's what I'm talking about. Not even so much that, but always, no matter what it is that you do, no matter what path that you may choose to take, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like what you're doing, whether it's they don't like your energy because they don't have it, whether it's they don't like it because they failed at it and they didn't have the grit to do it, or there's always going to be something that somebody is going to have on their mind that they don't like about you. They might not ever tell you, they might smile in your face, but at the end of the day, like Christian said, you just got to worry about you, and you have to worry about yourself and the people that love you and the people that you love. And that's, if you keep that in your head and you just run straight, even if you're walking, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So as long as you're going forward.
Very wise beyond your years there, my son.
Now, is that the whole idea of the show? To just teach these younger kids growing up? Because, growing up when we were younger is a lot different than growing up today.
Absolutely. People looked up to the street. My father got involved in the street life because gangsters were praised on the corners and they had a nice life, but it was a community where everyone felt welcome. And, nowadays it's just not like that. Different. So what we're trying to show is a new generation that can take the wrong path, but it's like right now it's you're so young, you're so vulnerable. It's where you go. How you learn from your mistakes. I mean, when he got in trouble, how old were you?
I caught my first felony when I was 14.
14?
Right.
You bad boy.
That's a record score.
When you become an adult,
but, where can he go?
Thank God.
And that's what it is. Like, he has to go through his fumbles in life and then be able to pick up the ball and move forward.
But that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. Like, with this show, you want to make people know that part of the show. You want to teach these kids that are struggling how to cope with the problems of the streets.
I think if they actually watch the show, people would more understand it too.
Yeah. And that's why,
people have a
to be
preconceived
honest, that's
notion
why
of
we made
what
a
it is.
decision. Why? Because so many people were judging it, and we felt that we had so many different more layers to add to it. Why put it out there when they're not really understanding? So we just pulled back. And we are going to put another product out there, and we really believe in what we're trying to.
That's good.
The message that we're putting out, and I believe in these kids. They all have great personalities, and they're definitely far from perfect. You know, like they're crazy and they have their right.
Nobody.
But at the end of the day, it's just what we're putting out real life stuff. So.
Well, I just want you to know, I didn't watch the show yet, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like even Mob Wives, I wasn't big on Mob Wives because it just I'm not
After
a
a while,
Mob
it's
Wives
like how many
person,
times can you flip a table and curse each other out?
But I remember catching
a lot.
No, but I remember catching Mob Wives because I got to meet Big Ange. And then she went on and did one of her shows on her own, and I just supported it because I got to meet her and we became friends.
Right.
And she loved the Wiseguyz because what we did for her was an amazing thing. Now for you guys, same thing. Like me, I'm sure everybody here agrees. When the show gets going, we're going to be fans of the show and we're going to be supporting you 100%.
Thank you.
And we're probably going to be
guys.
talking about the episode on our show. And yeah, absolutely.
And I was
absolutely.
telling Paulie, every one of you are welcome to come in and co-host with us at any time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Really
it.
appreciate it.
But seriously, what do you think of this place? Is this,
I
is this
love this.
It feels very cuts home.
No, it really is. I actually have my own I have like a podcast like from school and stuff like that. So like this, I love all of it.
Post your podcast on our Facebook group page.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's called the
Yo,
Denny for Your Thoughts.
before we started in here, we walked in here and we didn't even know what was going on yet, where the room was.
called the
Me
Denny
and
for
Paulie
Your
were out
Thoughts.
there shooting pool, playing pong.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, it's fucking cozy.
I want to turn up.
Cozy in there. What do you say?
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. There's a couple of people on watching all of you today because they were so excited. So the first question is, CP, how's your dad doing?
My father's doing great. Thank you for
Holding it
asking.
down, always.
The other
Holding
question,
it down, always.
the other question for CP again, were you and Kayla ever together?
Nah, I mean, look.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Oh, it's the first time he folded up.
You hesitated.
Whoa, he never folded up.
Look.
Hold on.
Look.
Whoa, he never folded up.
Oh wow.
Breaking news.
You'll see when the.
Up next.
Listen, you'll see when the finished product is out, all right? You'll see.
Oh, stay tuned.
Another person that's watching is asking, Karina and Paulie, are you still together? And you guys are so cute.
Always, you can't break it.
Oh.
Talk that shit, kid.
The other question is, Bianca Bengavinga wants to know, will you go and party with her?
Who, us? 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Don't get me started.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You know who Bianca is?
Daughter.
We have another wise guy on the show called Biagio. He's Italian singing sensation. Biagio.
Sensation.
You know Biagio? You ever heard? Okay. What he does is he takes a lot of the Italian classic music and he makes it into freestyle, and he performs for everybody. You know, big names and freestyle and stuff. And Bianca,
Biagio.
He says that.
yeah, and he's opening. I'm telling you, and that's his daughter, one of his daughters who works for I think Saturday Night Live. He told me or something. And so she's Bianca's daughter's Biagio's daughter Bianca.
Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers, and he works for Seth Meyers too.
Ben Stiller look-alike.
Oh, and wait, excuse me. The band. What was the band again? I keep forgetting. I wanted to mention the band.
Reality Suite.
Reality Suite. Come on, that was the band that was playing on our intermission. We want to.
Are they from Staten Island too, or?
On the board.
Wait.
Annette, our talent coordinator, of course.
You got to talk in the mic, though. Ian.
Yeah,
I can hear.
I can hear you.
All right. Now, Karina, you are not originally from Staten Island.
No, I'm not originally from Staten Island.
Arizona?
I'm from Arizona.
It's like the same
I was
thing.
born in Arizona, but I've been bi-coastal literally since I was a baby. I mean, my family's in New York, so I've been coming back and forth since I could even remember.
She knows better than to pick up on that West Coast shit. She knows where her heart's at.
I love the West Coast.
My question is for Denny. So
I have questions for Denny.
You're almost done with college. How does it feel to move back in with your mom?
I'm just gonna say from that face, it didn't look too
No,
good.
honestly, I was basically living on my own for 4 years because I'm a 5th year senior. Obviously, I loved college so much I had to stay. It was the first couple months. It was a little hectic. She needed to get used to my living habits because I wasn't changing for shit. But I got used to it. It's just like, I got the little brothers. I'm trying to turn up and be like a whole ass adult while also still like have her cook me meals sometimes because like I need to eat. But I'm actually.
You don't cook?
No, I do. But I've been cooking for 4 years. I need her to at least cook me a little bit of something. But now I'm moving to California in like a year and a half. I'm
Ryan,
come on.
Shout out to Lisa.
It's
horrible out there.
She just decided this yesterday.
No, I didn't decide it yesterday. But like I like living on my own.
Don't tell me
so,
you're
like,
gonna be on Vanderpump
I love
Rules
being
either.
home.
She sprung this idea on the drive here.
I didn't.
I put my heart on it. I put anything on it. She's not going nowhere.
She's gonna be on with Lisa Vanderpump.
The leaves are brown and the sky is
I like being around my family.
And the
but
sky
it's like,
is
you know,
gray.
I'm going to California though.
Of course.
You're gonna hate it, and you're gonna move right back.
I think
You're going to California.
Yeah,
Why?
I really love it there because you could hike to the Hollywood sign and
You're
stuff.
gonna hike to the Hollywood sign?
I love
She's a hiker.
I'm a hiker. I love
Listen,
nature.
my uncle Quintino was in the desert. He went for a steak. And there's a guy with a 10-gallon hat. It was a real Texan with a 10-gallon hat. And he goes to him, he goes, excuse me, sir, where are you headed? He goes, I'm going to California. He goes, my man, you came from a crazy place, and you're going to a crazy place.
But that's exactly it. I'm going from Staten Island to California, so I'm going from one fucking crazy place to the next.
Now, as far as your friendship outside the show, do you use when you do outside the show is outside the show similar to on the show? When you
yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's just like I feel like there's a little bit of a difference in
Obviously there's gonna be
like there's some differences. It just like honestly it depends on like how we're hanging out. Like sometimes me and Karina could just be like sitting in my room for hours just like sitting there and talking.
You know how
like,
it goes.
obviously
It
that's
depends on the
boring.
vibe. Like,
yeah, it like depends on like what we're doing, the environment we're in.
Sometimes shit even gets too nutty to put on TV, believe it or not.
Yeah. I still don't know how my splits ended up on TV.
Did you ever see Christopher Walken in Staten Island walking around?
Yeah, he's right there, isn't he? I don't go to Staten Island. I'm too cheap to pay the toll.
I love it.
Besides, he was the king of New York.
Were you a big Sopranos fan?
No.
Me.
Any years?
Me.
I've only seen like 4 episodes.
You were a big Sopranos fan? We got Tony Soprano. Tony Soprano over here.
Of course, we
This guy
already.
was supposed to wear a fucking shoe. He didn't fucking wear. He's wearing a fucking polo.
He's sick. I love it. I love it.
His Nicky voices, so you know.
I love that.
He opened up the other day for Jerry Seinfeld.
Congrats, boo!
Which one of you?
At the Gotham,
Good for you.
at the Gotham Comedy
God
Club
bless.
in New York City.
That's amazing. Hustle hard.
Moving up.
And a couple more questions, guys.
Okay.
Oh,
This one is for Christian. Can you ask Christian what AB means?
AB means me and you and me, no other two ways around it. That's it. AB, you and me.
Okay, the next one. They want to know, where's Kayla?
She's in my trunk. No.
She might be in mine. Oh.
That wasn't him. It wasn't him.
The next question is, do you ever run into Vinny from Jersey Shore?
Yes.
where?
Where?
At the Jersey Shore.
No.
What do you mean? Tell us a lot of things that nobody knows.
Listen. One, Untouchables Barbershop, DH.
All right, because we go there so often.
He gets cut there?
I used to come back. Listen.
You go to my barbershop.
No. Two, listen. Two, you know who I don't like up the block on Chesterton? His first cousin.
Yes. I'm talking about his first cousins like nobody knows.
That's his first cousin, bro. They're fucking outside in the summer playing ball together.
See?
I'm driving pants. I get grilling both of them. Like, oh, fuck these kids.
I got interviewed by him on the couch.
Yeah.
He was good. He had soft hands. Good guy.
Okay, 2 other people are saying, can you give Tevi a shout out? She's one of your biggest fans.
Who?
Tevi, if you could give her a shout out.
Tabby, what up?
Tabby.
How are you?
Meow.
Carla says, I love you. I literally love this cast. They are so genuine, and I just pray for the best for all of them.
We love you
Carla.
so much.
We appreciate it more than you know, Carla.
Isabella says, I have a question for the podcast. Can I party with you guys? Because you guys are
Everybody
crazy,
wants
and
to-
I love that.
If you can hang with us. If you can hang with us.
Let's get this party started.
Start
Hit the
the-
DM.
I got a great idea. Look, you start the party at 560 Union Boulevard in Totowa at Pizza Nostra. From there, you go wherever.
Pizza Nostra.
Pizza Nostra.
Pizza Nostra.
I enter food comas when I go
Listen,
there.
I know we got. This is where we're gonna have the party out in Bounce, New York City, my family's place. Everybody here.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Bounce, please, bounce. Let's go to bounce.
So bounce in the city.
Yeah, in the city.
Bounce in the
How much you
Let's go there right
How much
now.
you guys gross every month? I'll match that dollar.
Bounce Sporting Club. Bounce
There's one
Sporting
more
Club.
question for Christian and Paulie. Would you ever take a job on Wall Street?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tune in.
The other thing is, there's many listeners tonight, and they're all on our Wise Guy group page. They're asking, when you have a chance, if you could read the comments and comment back to them.
Of course.
Of course.
They can always hit me on a personal Instagram.
God,
too.
here we
Slide in the DMs. They've been looking.
Oh, yeah. It took you still fucking today to follow me, you
The official Wise Guys shout out is Atzo. So this is to all the listeners tonight. On the count of 3, you got to say Atzo to the top of your lungs. Right? Uno, due, tre,
Oh, that's right. Well, I want to go.
We said
We gotta
asshole.
say eso. I'm like, eso.
I want to go across the board here. Paulie, is there any, other than Maine and Staten Island, do you have any dreams in the future to do any type of stuff like Christian did, going into movie acting or anything like that?
Kids Bop.
I offered him a job.
He
I
didn't
offered
even
him a
tell
job.
you.
I'm
but he
still
didn't
waiting.
even- he didn't
No,
even
get
tell
out
you.
of
He holds it from us. This guy-
How did you not
What?
tell these guys?
It's an unfair advantage. It's like, you know what I
No,
mean?
but did you ever think about doing acting in your own, trying to get into movies or TV?
I mean, I'll do like a documentary. I'll do like a documentary.
What are you, fucking Morgan Freeman?
No,
What's it going to be about? Birds?
I'll do a documentary.
there's too many of
on the
you. You're
environment.
lucky. You're lucky I'm outnumbered,
on Staten
right?
Island.
Because I'd fucking, you know.
So,
So what's this documentary going to be about?
is that, are you talking more like voiceover or
No, just like. What are you told? Do you?
If you do it on your relationship, it could be really good.
No, there's a lot of I have a lot of aspirations, dreams. Some people would call. I don't talk about them because a lot of small-minded people would say they're not reasonable or they're not likely. But eventually, I'm gonna have a documentary on honestly, what we're starting right now is a big part of it.
I got
when I first started to come out of the I guess you could say the mud and out of struggles and out of hardships and from a young age and coming from living in motels and things of that nature, and then coming into success. So once that comes, I just want to tell that success story.
Okay,
And
I
want
got you. In a documentary form.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
What about?
Story, boo.
Now, you're considered the hustler of the entire group. How does it feel at your age? How old are you?
I'm only 19.
You're only 19. How does it feel to make a lot of money at your age?
I mean,
knowing that you
it could be more, but it feels good.
The executive producer will straight out.
Another great answer.
It could be more, but it feels good. There's not a lot of people that have opportunities like we have, and like I have myself, and I got to thank God for it. And I came from a dark place, but it's all like Karen said. It's not where you're from, or what you did. It's where you're going. So no matter what it is, as long as, like I said, as long as
Not where you start, it's where you finish.
Exactly. It's where you're going.
The truth.
Now,
Get your feet on the ground and start going. Start where you are and what you have.
I don't think too many people understand. Like each one of you has a story. Like Christian has his own story. You have yours. Everybody has their own story, and nobody can judge you guys because it's not your fault. Like it's not like you guys caused that to happen. It's just the events happened on its own. You guys just have to live with it.
And then where you go from there.
You guys have to fight through it.
I was going to say, what about Karina now? Do you see yourself doing more? Obviously, Maine and Staten Island, you're going to stick with. But what about like doing more movie, television? Your mom did television, so any other ideas that you might want to do in the future?
So someone emailed me about an acting job.
Oh!
And I tried to read the script because I was supposed to send a video, but they wanted me to do like weird things, and I feel like
weird things. What do you mean?
What weird things? Who
Weird
sent you
things.
this script?
That's Craigslist shit.
You're gonna have to let your mother. You're gonna have to let. Paulie, you got to check this out. Their email. You got to read it.
No, basically I was supposed to like make a video of myself. Not really speaking to anyone, but acting out a skit,
like a
on my
1 minute
own,
reel,
by myself.
Like
so
pantomiming me?
I just tried,
like a monologue.
I don't know.
Well, listen, the best, and he'll tell you too. He's in the mirror all the time. Marlon Brando, all the greatest. You gotta look in the mirror.
I act in the mirror 24/7.
I'm a little shy, but once I break the shell, you know, I'll get there maybe.
All right, let's here's a perfect example. Give me 6 characters.
I got jelly beans in my teeth. Okay, go ahead.
Give me 6 characters in 30 seconds. Are you ready? Go.
Made in Staten Island, phenomenal show. It shouldn't be canceled. Okay. I am Senator Bernie Sanders. That show is horrible. I think it should be canceled. I am Alfredo James Pacino. We gotta do Made in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I'm Robert De Niro. I could really give a fuck about Staten Island. Fuck Trump. And I'm fucking Joe Pesci, and I haven't seen the fucking show because I can't fucking afford MTV. Fucking motherfuckers fucking make me pay for fucking subscriptions. I can't even fucking get HBO, motherfuckers.
Nicky voices. And he always leaves out Tony Soprano for some reason. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ with that fucking guy.
Okay, we have a couple of more fans out there asking questions. Do they ever meet their fans, or do you ignore them when when they come up to you?
Oh my God! I hug them. I take their Instagrams. I sometimes give out my number.
I thought Christian was gonna be like, "Yo, get the fuck away from me."
Show.
A whole other show. I'm gonna end up on Catfish.
I love fans.
This is for Danny. Can you give a shout out to Jade and Tiffany? They are your biggest fans.
Oh, shout out to my boo-boos, Jade and Tiffany. Ew, what's up? What's poppin'?
Hold on.
Okay, let me tell you something right quick. Boo-boo is my whole entire term. I am Boo-boo the fool, Boo-boo the clown. Let me tell you something.
Who knew? Boo-boo the first, second, and third.
I own it. I bought it. I trademarked it.
Wait a minute.
I said it on MTV.
I got it.
Hold on a second.
Dropping credits.
She just got you there. She got you.
I got credentials too, boo.
I just listened to my whole boo-boo resume. I promise you.
Let's do a On Now Boo Boo. Okay, together. Are we ready?
Wait, what is this? What is this?
It's now boo boo.
No, boo-boo.
That was so good.
That was fucking perfect.
I have one more thing. As you know, I am the talent coordinator for the Wiseguyz show. So I am officially making you a wise guy.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting this.
Thank you, guys.
We got to get you one.
Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Yes. Can you do that? Would you do that? Take a picture of it wearing them and then send it to us?
You know
That's
what's
cool.
funny? Our official comedian of the show is Chi-Chi. Okay, that was
Angel
started-
Salazar.
Get the euro. Tony, open up the fucking doors.
Did you say asshole?
Asshole.
I love this.
Jew, yes. But might as well. We gave them that. Let's give them a little something. Also, we got for them.
Oh, don't
Each
tell
one
me
of them
those
gets a
chocolate
little
bunnies.
something.
Chocolate bunnies and a duck.
Here they come.
Chocolate bunny.
The chocolate. Chocolate bunnies galore.
Thank you.
And they got carrots.
Happy Easter. Thank you.
Make sure you eat the carrot before the bunny eats the carrot in the box.
I'll harass this
You see that?
on my way home.
On the Wiseguyz show, we take care of our guests. You've done a lot, Karen. We do. We really want to thank you so much for getting them to come in. We still have a few more minutes left, but I want to thank you personally.
Hey, you kicking us out?
No. We're not going nowhere. I just want to make sure that you guys you got the shirts, so we give you the bunnies too. No. But no, we do. We want to thank you a lot for having them guys come in.
Really appreciate it.
And you got full-time fans of the show now, and we're supporting you 100%. And I'm serious though. When you're doing a podcast or if you're taking pictures, you want to share it on our page because once you're, I told Karen, once you're on our show, you're family now. And I got news for you. When you got a problem, me, him.
I'm hitting up all you assholes.
With this beard, you think this guy plays games?
You got a problem on the show, you could always call the Wiseguyz to come down here and help you out with some problems.
He looks like an Italian Ivan Drago. Fucking guy handles shit. I know it.
I must destroy you.
Yeah, exactly. You're not fooling nobody.
But
oh my God.
Now no, but
all
now,
right, first one to finish the whole chocolate rabbit wins. Go.
What do I win?
Denny, about you? Any acting in the future?
Oh,
anything?
yes, 100%. I've been acting since I was
You're going to California. Is that one of the reasons why? Because a lot of people are out there.
Actually, I just want to go to California just because, I've traveled there a bunch of times and I just really like it. But I've actually been acting since I was 2. I got into, LaGuardia High School for acting. Some reason my mom sent me to an all-girls high school after that. But I want to be TV shows, movies, everything. I just want to entertain the shit out of my life. I want everybody to just enjoy.
Are you more looking to do movie or television? Is it like something?
Kind of both. Honestly, I'm just such a happy, bubbly person. I just want to wake up one day and go onto a set and act like a complete fucking psychopath. To the point where everybody who knows me, they're like, that's not Denny. And I'll be sitting next to them like, it is. That's what I want. So wherever I could do that, I'm just going to do it.
Because a lot of people that's where they go. A lot of our guests that we've had on the show, we had to do phone calls because everybody's in L.A. or California.
Yeah.
And that's where the action is, I'm assuming. There's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
New York is New York, but still L.A.
100% when I'm there.
We're going to give you a try right now. Ready? Try to do this. I want Saint man's liver for dinner with fava beans and a light Chianti.
Silence of the Lambs. He's Anthony Hopscotch.
The Lambs, right?
She has no idea who that is.
Anthony Hopscotch.
One Saint man's liver for dinner with fava beans and a light Chianti.
What's that from?
From the Silence of the
Lambs. From the Silence of the Lambs. I was Lil Inez in Hairspray, though.
Oh, I can't do that one. No, I can't do that one.
There's an announcement. Victoria Priola. She's writing an article right now on slive.com.
Oh.
I saw live.
Yes.
All right.
What's illustrated?
Shout out to her.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. Me. Mean kid. That was a good one.
Of the opera.
My man, me.
Hey, Freddie sings opera too.
Jumping
Yeah,
Gennaro.
mama.
Give her a line, Freddie, real quick.
Let me hear
Real
it.
quick one.
Nessun dorma.
In her face.
Oh.
No, that's all right.
I know you guys took that seriously.
See?
Whoa!
You got it.
Wow.
One more.
Scream like Lil Jon. I'm a Lil Jon.
Let me hear it.
Listen,
Let me hear a little
this is a
Jon.
tribute to Pizza Nostra. Our buddy, I call him.
Jim Ryan.
This is my nickname for Reno. Reno, the best of food with a glass of vino. Okay, all right. So we're gonna attribute to the pizzeria and the restaurant and everybody, all together. When the moon is sure like a big pizza pie. That's
Cosa Nostra.
Pizza Nostra.
when you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When
Bells
you
will
walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, senora.
Hit him with
Scusami, but
Peppino, Judas Gil.
hit him with it.
Yeah.
Come on, Java, guys.
I get naughty.
It goes like this. Oh, no, it goes, Peppino Surgil mi ha fatto scomparire, mannaggia Surgil a casa nadai. Stasera in da cucina un po' che vino non ce la sa, e quando si imbriaca a Peppino Giangappa.
Besebite baccalà, oh mamma, besebite baccalà, baccalà.
Hey, the people downstairs are going to start complaining.
One more. I want to go. I want to shoot over to Christian now. Now, Christian, you obviously did some stuff. IMDb.
That's what I keep hearing.
You have a nice resume, and but are you looking to be working on
rap shit? Hey, buddy, you want to hire him?
Are you working on some more?
In love.
Oh, I would definitely love to work on some more, 100%. I feel like I don't know what's going on with me, man, but I think that I have like a natural ability to be able to get along with people, and people love being. I mean, I hope so. Maybe they just make me think that, but shit, I mean, a lot of people love being in my presence. You know what I mean? Regardless of everything that Karen and them were talking about, the things that I did, and it's all about the energy. And the thing is, like, the things that I did in my life, I wouldn't want anybody to label me. That's why a big part on the show is, I like to show people that I'm a different person. So, being an actor, maybe making music, something, this, that, whatever the case may be.
He could drive a couple of bars.
Oh, yeah?
He's got bars.
Yeah, bro.
He's got bars.
Right now.
I'm talented. I'm a man of many talents. I'm not gassing
How many
myself.
listeners we got?
What's that?
A lot.
Drop a ball.
Thousands.
The moment everyone's been waiting for. Let's go.
Move in a little bit, but before you start your thing, Chicken Man, you have to do a shout out because she's on. Karen Esser said you better say hello to her.
Good evening, Earthlings. Karen, can't wait to see you and Lou here. Now, boo boo.
Oh man,
you forgot the buck. All right, let's go.
Let's go back.
Spin a ball.
Nah, I'm not done.
You're dropping a ball.
No, but
no way.
Come on, let's do it.
Dropping a beezy.
No.
Nah, we're not gonna do it. But I'm saying, like, seriously, like, I really am. I think that.
But you started. What I'm saying is.
Give him a rap, Nikki.
What are you playing, fucking Kumbaya? He's got a rap, not fucking do anything.
I'm going with him on this beat.
All right, so no rap song.
I definitely think that seriously that I will be getting into something to answer your question.
The reason why I brought it up was because none of them had any IMDb background, and you did, and I find that strange because you were on the show, but you had if you look at your IMDb, you have a passion for acting for you to have done what you did.
You're looking up the wrong fucking guy.
The wrong guy, Freddie.
We said
it's really not him.
Oh, listen.
That's the other guy.
I think so you honestly want to look this guy up.
So
if I'm impersonating him that good without even trying, I think maybe. Listen, if he's living good, I might have to get a dude and get away with it.
I found the same.
Didn't we tell you this before?
Somebody opened up a fake account then.
Yeah, they wrecked you.
Guy got some money. I take it and run with it.
I got fooled. I guess I got fooled. I guess. I don't know.
You believe everything you see on the internet, you know?
No, it's not true. Come on. Or Facebook.
And he knows that firsthand.
What did you just say? I hope you're not trying to spill some tea on me right now. It is not the time.
Who could do a cricket?
Okay, there's two more people. Denny, they want to know, are you single?
Oh.
Yes, I am. Text me.
And your phone number is?
Quick.
I'm all fucking Staten Island texting.
I'm single, but I'm also seeing somebody, but I'm also going through a divorce while I'm also getting married, and it's nobody's fucking business.
What? Say that again?
It's complicated.
How's a better way to put it? How's a better way to put it?
What, that it's complicated? No, but see, like, you gotta mix it up so they're, like, all confused.
Show 'em
And
the
then
hoops.
you end it with, it's none of your fucking business. These are my hoops.
Let them talk.
They're huge.
Okay.
They speak for themselves.
The other question's for CP. What type of girl do you like?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, never. Actually, I'm lying on that one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where. Listen, I could get on a question like that. I could get real nutty.
If it ain't for you, it ain't for you.
Is it Asians? Come on, you can tell us.
Christians more.
Listen, look.
Pink on the inside.
I don't. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate on no girl. I don't discriminate on no girl. But I don't want to be the one to say it. But no.
I think they were asking, do you like blondes or brunettes? More of that type of thing.
Or great ass.
That's really what it.
That's number one. I definitely like brunettes 100%. A little darker skin, dark eyes, brown eyes, chip browns, dark eyebrows, everything. That's it. That's just what I like.
You like the Siciliano.
One leg, 100%. 100%.
That's good.
Well, my apologies. My apologies for not figuring that one out.
It's all right.
I just looked it up. It was Christian Patterson, but it's not the same.
It's
name.
all right. Don't worry about it.
There's actually two.
He was running with it.
I know.
He did not correct.
Made a fool.
I figure a guy like this, everybody knows me, might be making money. I get away with something.
That's it. You're true.
Oh,
stuck in residual checks.
Any more questions that you would like to ask?
Well, I mean, let's...
Awkward silence.
Awkward silence, yeah.
He's good to have for that.
I mean, the outview to anybody else. You guys all grew up watching Jersey Shore, right?
Oh my God, yes.
No.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say.
I did.
Well, if you guys,
And they were from Staten Island, right?
no, only a few of them. Well, watching Jersey Shore, it was like a privilege because, I wasn't, their age. I was young. I was probably still in middle school. I didn't really watch it that much. But as looking at that and looking at your show, everybody has a story. No matter what reality show or whatever it is, everybody's got their individual story. And the reason why I like your show, because I can relate to you guys. I'm 19 years old. I'm 100% Italian. I grew up in a family that is all surrounded by family. And I think the most important thing in life is family and, just sticking with each other, having each other's back is probably the most important thing ever in the world.
If you need a guest spot for the show, he's available.
Just throwing it out there.
And also, at the end of the show, I'll add all you guys on Insta and,
100%.
Just message me anytime you guys have any questions you guys want to come on the show. Just let me know, and then we'll make it happen again.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate that, Bob.
Thank you.
Anything else? Anybody?
Does anybody like purple jelly beans?
Wait. Is it time for champagne?
I love
champagne.
Oh, you don't want to start me on the drinking subject, right?
Now, a couple of the members are asking, are you always at the pizzeria?
What pizzeria?
Nostra.
When are you at the
Pizza
pizzeria
Nostra.
as the crew?
We should start making that a thing.
Like a once a month.
Oh my God, we should.
They want to know what's your favorite food there.
Scampi.
Mine is
Chef Ryan makes a banging vodka.
Franchise or Scampi?
That fucking chicken marsala pie. That fucking chicken marsala pie's to die for. I take a bullet in the head to eat that. Not really.
So, do you know how to cook, Karina? Have you been learning?
Yo,
Paulie,
Ask Paulie that one.
Paulie, do you cook?
I can get that.
He slaps a mean steak.
So why don't we have the Wiseguyz and Paulie and Ryan, and we do like a meatball contest or something out there? The Wiseguyz cook too.
Listen.
I want to be the judge.
Wait.
I want to be the judge.
Wait. Is she gonna be there?
He's got to be the judge.
You're gonna be there?
Of course.
Can I have her on my team?
He's stacking the deck already.
Any day.
Oh, let me tell you something. You're in big trouble. I know he is.
You don't know what's coming.
Listen, you're in trouble.
Look at her. She's holding up. Yo, she's holding it down. Hold up.
We're all going to bring our nonas.
She broke her piece.
Straight from Naples.
My mother's got a killer meatball.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, remember when we were in the car?
I know
with
who
the
to
recipe?
I know who to pick first in dodgeball.
Look at this one, boo-boo.
I would be happy to lose to her.
Yeah, I mean, you better be. I'd rather that. You only got two choices.
How about Denny? What about you? Do you know how to cook?
I do know how to cook. I mean, I had to learn either way because living on my own, I was not doing the whole ramen noodle.
I mean, the directions are on the box.
The directions are on the box.
She did a good impression of you.
No, but we've done a meatball contest with
we had Joe Wiseguyz.
Lana Graziana.
The one time too.
And we went up to her restaurant in Mangiati too. And we did a nice meatball contest. We had a lot of support, and we'll be willing to do something at your restaurant.
Let's do it.
Do it live and
name the date.
Absolutely.
Can I be the tester?
Well, you could be the judges.
Let me tell you, I know.
No, she's on my team.
All right, wait a minute.
Whatever you need, I bring it to you. That's it.
Paulie, a couple of people
I'm not
going
gonna
to
cook. I'm just gonna
who's
eat.
better to cook, you or CP?
Come on now. I got the kid covered.
That's what they're asking.
It's not fair. He doesn't cook much.
I'm not even gonna lie on that one or even try to go for it. I give the credit where it's due.
Listen, his family throws down.
Yes.
But he just knows how to eat.
My family,
The kid knows how to eat. I'll give
my
him that.
family's another story. I can make a cooking page on its own with just my family every night. The things we eat.
Watch his story.
Lasagna for everybody.
Let's do it.
Lasagna, no everybody.
There we go.
This is international competition lasagna.
I was waiting for it.
That's more.
So you guys will be the judges. We'll make them the judges.
Yes.
You got to be honest.
I am brutally honest when it comes to food.
And you said you wanted to be a judge, right?
I'll be I call a spade a spade. I will be brutally honest. I don't care about him.
Well,
A meatball is a meatball. There's no two ways
Karen,
around it.
we're gonna we got to talk and figure it out. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna have a dinner, a family style dinner there,
Roadhouse.
and then we'll discuss it there when we're there.
We'll lock the
Is that
doors.
good? And you guys got to come though to have dinner with us.
Of course.
And but I guess we'll wrap it up or what? You want to say thank you to the Made in Staten Island crew?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
Thank you, guys.
Before we go, let's get you guys want to give out your websites and you got something going on, right? Or your podcast and all that.
I have a podcast. I'm working on getting it on Apple Music, but the link is in my bio. It's adennyforyourthoughts.libsyn.com.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. It is for the ages of 18 years and up. I don't advise.
So what are you trying to say there?
Others to watch it or anything. I say things for shock value, so there's a couple of things on there that might shock the system. But it's just a Denny for your thoughts, and everything I say is perfect and correct. So just tune in and listen. It's awesome.
CP, what about you? Have any websites or anything?
Websites, I got Instagram. Everything, you'll catch me on 718CP. Whether it's Instagram, Twitter, my email, whatever it is, 718CP, always.
You don't follow back.
I apologize. DJ, I apologize.
My Instagram is Denny.
You're the only one, though.
The
link is in my bio.
That's okay.
My Instagram is Denny Augustine, DENNIE, not Y. I don't sell pancakes. I'm not the restaurant. Augustine, AUGUSTINE.
And Karina?
My Instagram is my name, KARINAA, Seabrook. And
two A's in your name?
It's my name. That's my Instagram page. So 2 A's and my last name, Seabrook.
And Mr. Fusco?
My Instagram's Paulie Fusco, PAULIEFUSCO. And it's really it. Email me.
Well, on behalf of the Wiseguyz Show,
if you're a business owner, email me. I'll match what you gross each month.
we want to thank you for coming in, but we want to mention one more time, Pizza Nostra,
That's right.
560 Union Boulevard in Totowa, New Jersey. We want to thank.
Let's go, Rod!
Fargo.
Get that chicken marsala pie.
And we want to thank Karen Gravano and Ramona Rizzo, who's not here tonight for the host. And one more time. One more time for the Made in Staten Island crew and Pizza Nostra and our buddy Chef Fargo on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and thank you all for joining in.
Thank you for having us.